Welcome back to Fiction First. Today, we're diving into House of Glass, a gripping psychological thriller by New York Times best-selling author Sarah Pekkanen. Known for her domestic thrillers that peel back the layers of human relationships, Pekkanen delivers yet another suspenseful, thought-provoking read. House of Glass explores themes of secrecy, trauma, and family dysfunction through the eyes of Stella Hudson, a best-interest attorney who finds herself entangled in a chilling mystery that forces her to confront her own past. About the author. Sarah Pekkanen is an acclaimed author best known for her psychological thrillers, often co-written with Greer Hendricks. Some of her most popular works include The Wife Between Us, An Anonymous Girl, You Are Not Alone, and The Golden Couple. She has also authored solo novels such as Gone Tonight, a book praised by Colleen Hoover as her best work yet. Beyond her writing, Pekkanen is deeply involved in animal rescue efforts, working with RRSA India to vaccinate and heal street dogs, as well as volunteering at a horse rescue center in Maryland. Her compassion for vulnerable creatures extends into her novels, where she often explores themes of justice and protection for those who cannot defend themselves. Plot summary. Stella Hudson, a best-interest attorney specializing in complex custody cases, is approached by her mentor, Judge Charles Baxter, with an unusual request to represent 9-year-old Rose Barclay. Rose has been traumatized into silence after witnessing the suspicious death of her nanny, Tina de la Cruz. Though Stella usually works with older children, she feels an instant connection to Rose, seeing echoes of her own painful past in the young girl's situation. During their first meeting, Stella notices Rose quietly pocketing a shard of glass, a small but alarming sign that the child is living in fear. The Barclay family is fractured and secretive. Rose's mother, Beth, an emotionally distant heiress, appears fragile yet composed, while her father, Ian, a former landscaper who married into wealth, hides a nervous energy beneath his affable exterior. Harriet, Ian's mother, seems overly protective of Beth, urging Stella not to pry into the family's affairs. Adding to the eerie atmosphere, the Barclay Mansion, a sprawling estate outside Washington, D.C. has had all its glass windows replaced with plastic. Beth claims she developed a phobia of glass after Tina's fatal fall through one of the windows, but Stella suspects there's more to the story. As Stella delves deeper into the case, she discovers shocking secrets. Ian had been having an affair with Tina before her death. Though the police investigated the incident, they lacked enough evidence to make an arrest. Meanwhile, Rose's erratic behavior escalates. She starts stealing weapons, and Stella learns she was expelled from school for bringing a knife. Harriet insists that Stella leave Beth alone, raising suspicions about her own involvement in the family's dysfunction. Stella soon begins to suspect that Rose, the silent and withdrawn child, may have played a role in Tina's death. But as she continues her investigation, she unearths an even darker truth. Harriet orchestrated Tina's murder and manipulated the entire family into believing Rose was a threat. As the mystery unravels, Stella also confronts her personal demons. She discovers that her mentor, Charles, played a role in the car accident that killed her father. Overwhelmed by guilt, Charles remained in Stella's life to protect her, but his deception shatters her trust in him. In a tense climax, Stella exposes Harriet's crimes, ensuring justice for Tina and Rose. With Harriet behind bars, the Barclay family begins to heal, and Stella finds closure in her own painful history, finally confronting her past and redefining her relationships. Themes and symbols. Secrecy and dysfunctional families. The novel explores how hidden truths corrode family relationships. Lies and deception create an environment of fear and instability, affecting not just the adults but also the children trapped in the cycle of dysfunction. Yet, the book also suggests that healing is possible once the truth is confronted. Psychological trauma and identity. Stella and Rose's parallel struggles with trauma highlight the long-term effects of childhood suffering. Rose's silence mirrors Stella's own childhood experience with traumatic mutism, showing how past wounds shape identity and behavior. The house as a metaphor. The Barclay Mansion, with its replaced plastic windows, symbolizes both physical and emotional concealment. The family's attempt to remove danger by eliminating glass reflects their broader pattern of hiding the truth rather than facing it. The title, House of Glass, plays on the idea of fragility, how carefully constructed lies can shatter when exposed to scrutiny. The complexity of guilt and morality. No character in House of Glass is purely good or evil. Stella's mentor, Charles, is a protector but also a deceiver. Harriet commits murder, but her actions stem from twisted familial devotion. Even Rose, an innocent child, exhibits alarming behavior due to her exposure to trauma. The novel forces readers to consider the gray areas between guilt and innocence. Character analysis. Stella Hudson. Stella is a strong yet deeply wounded protagonist. Her relentless pursuit of truth stems from her own troubled past, making her both a determined lawyer and a vulnerable human being. Her character arc, from seeking justice for others to confronting her own painful history, adds emotional depth to the thriller. Rose Barclay. Rose is a complex and compelling child character. Her silence speaks volumes, and her seemingly unsettling behavior, picking up glass shards, stealing weapons, adds to the novel's suspense. Her trauma-induced mutism is a powerful representation of how children cope with fear and loss. Beth and Ian Barclay. Beth appears cold and distant, shaped by her own family's controlling nature, while Ian, though outwardly more approachable, is deeply flawed. Their toxic marriage adds layers of tension to the plot, demonstrating how unhealthy relationships affect children. Harriet Barclay. Harriet is the novel's most chilling character. Her ability to manipulate the entire family into believing Rose was dangerous is a testament to her cunning nature. She represents how deeply ingrained power structures within families can warp reality and create cycles of harm. Why you should read House of Glass. If you enjoy psychological thrillers that expertly weave suspense with deep emotional resonance, House of Glass is a must-read. With its gripping plot, multidimensional characters, and exploration of trauma, secrecy, and morality, this book keeps you hooked until the very last page. Sarah Pekkanen's storytelling prowess ensures that every twist is both shocking and satisfying, making this a compelling read for fans of domestic thrillers and intricate mysteries. With an average rating of 4.2 on Amazon, 3.9 on Goodreads, and 4.4 on Barnes & Noble, House of Glass has captivated readers worldwide. The novel's strong character development, unpredictable twists, and psychological depth have earned it high praise, solidifying Pekkanen's reputation as a master of the thriller genre. If you love psychological thrillers that keep you guessing until the very last page, House of Glass is a must-read. Are secrets ever truly buried? How much of our past shapes our future? Dive into this chilling thriller and find out for yourself. Don't forget to check out the link in the description to grab your copy today. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Fiction First for more in-depth book discussions. Until next time, happy reading.